people like to build entire articles in their Sandbox, and then when they're ready, they copy and paste what they've built out here into a regular main space Wikipedia article. That way they can, again, if they don't want to do it as a draft, they can just keep coming back to it. And when they're ready and when they're happy with the article, they just cut it and paste it into a new Wikipedia article. So I will go back to my presentation now. Again, if you're new, I highly recommend going in as a draft. And I should say, anybody can still view your draft within the Wikipedia community. They can just go into any Wikipedia page, type in the name of your draft, and see it. The only difference is that by saving it as a draft, you're letting people know, I know this, it's like you're saying to them, I know this is not ready to be published. Please don't nominate it for a deletion. Lastly, a thing I want to say on this, on creating new articles. Please do not hesitate to publish short articles. Even if you're ready, you don't think they're ready to go from draft to main space, please publish them, especially if you have 3 high-quality sources, if you've included hyperlinks, if you've included biographical information and you think it's ready to be published, even if it's short, please do so. The reason we say this is once an article is published, other people can go into the article and start working on it as well. It's less likely that they'll find it in draft form. But so you want to make sure that you're not waiting to publish just because the article is short. If you don't have enough sources, you don't have enough hyperlinks, that's another thing. You want to wait on that until you have that information in the article. But if the article has all of those things, it has sources listed, it has hyperlinks, it has all the information that you could find, but it's short, please just publish it into regular Wikipedia so other people can pick up the ball and help. One of the reasons I'm spending time addressing this issue is because when dealing with articles that talk about women and women who have contributed significantly to society with science, history, academia, and beyond, is that sometimes you can't find a lot of published information about them as much as you can about men in similar professional positions. So please just publish what you have with the citations that you can find, and hopefully other people around the world will be able to find other citations to help strengthen the article as well. You'll see, in addition to having not as many articles about women on Wikipedia, you'll also see that some of the articles are actually a lot of the time shorter that are about the women, about women in general. So again, please don't hesitate to publish short articles. It is okay. We would rather have a short article about a woman on Wikipedia than have no article at all. That said, we're going to move on and talk about some other tips and other ways to edit. So we previously talked about categories. So that's one way. And the other way is to edit within or contribute within Wikimedia is to upload photos into Wiki Commons. And I know there was a specific question about that. And I'm actually going to show you right now using the slides that I just downloaded as my example how to do that. So as I mentioned at the beginning, Wikimedia is like the umbrella, and there are projects under Wikimedia. There's Wikipedia, there's Wikidata, and there's a number of them, but one of them is Wiki Commons. Wiki Commons is the photo repository for Wikimedia projects. So it's a place where you can upload photos that are license-free to one general repository. I'm going to show you how to do that now, and then ultimately how to upload that photo into a Wikipedia article. So the first thing I'm going to do is open Wikimedia Commons. So Wikimedia Commons is another website. It's commons.wikimedia.org, or you can always just Google Wikimedia Commons. It's the same login, so all Wikimedia projects will have the same username and same password as your Wikipedia password. So there's no need to create a new username or password for other Wikimedia projects. It is all the same. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to Wikimedia Commons. So in brief, the reason I would do this is, let's say I was in a Wikipedia article and I was writing a Wikipedia article about a scientist or a professor or somebody who else was notable. And I created the article, and I happen to have a photo of that person that I would like to include in the article. The photo isn't already in Wikimedia Commons, but I want to put it in my Wikipedia article. I have to go to Wikimedia Commons first and upload it there before I'm able to find it in Wikipedia. So in order